Our Tigers dare to dream big. In 2025, only 2,500 high school seniors received this prestigious honor. And now, our very own class of 2026 has two Questbridge scholars, Gabriel Carrasco and Katie Torres.
So Questbridge is very unique because it's one of the scholarships that does more of a matching program for students and the schools. You see it a lot in like postgraduate work and medical school and stuff like that, but this is done for bachelor degrees at the very beginning.
I was literally like shocked. Like I had told myself throughout the entire application process that I wasn't going to get it. I was like setting my expectations low. So when I opened it up and I saw that I got into my first choice, Colorado College, I was like beyond ecstatic. And like my parents too, they were like, they didn't even know that I was applying because I didn't tell them because that's how much I wasn't expecting to like get in. So it's just like crazy. Like I would never imagined it.
Honestly, I think my first immediate reaction was I was extremely scared just because I have never left El Paso to go. I wasn't planning on leaving El Paso to go to college, but this opportunity is just so great. I was so excited, just absolutely, it was unbelievable. I feel like specifically for the school in Notre Dame, they do look for leadership, and I do have a lot of leadership experience here at El Paso High School. I did take on a lot of responsibilities. I'm class president, I'm part of the Student Council Executive Board, I'm P-Tech Vice President. I just hold a lot of leadership positions that I think helped me like gain a spotlight when they were picking the Questbridge Scholars.
So I think the biggest thing was I kind of emphasized how like I was a multifaceted student. I didn't have that much like experience as other students here in El Paso High, but I had like a lot of different areas that I've worked in. Like I was a robotics co-captain, I was in film club, I was doing community service, and I was like in Spanish, in STEM. I was in a lot of different places, and although I wasn't like the best at it, I was still like doing it. And I think that they want to see that like a complex character, not just one person or like one field, you know?
So the support from my friends and family. My family did help me a lot. They lessened my load in a way. Like they knew that I was applying for this big scholarship and that I didn't have enough time in my day to do the other tasks I normally do, so they really stepped in and helped me there.
Watching her accomplish like one of the biggest dreams that she's had, it's just pride to be her mom.
Definitely what motivated me was my parents. Like they had always told me to work hard, right? And it wasn't just like what they were telling me, it's the fact that they like gave up so much to give me this opportunity. You know, like they immigrated here from Mexico and like they set up a new life just so that I could have a better education. Definitely Miss Frausto was the first person who like told me to apply. Like I had heard people tell me to like take care of this opportunity and to like take advantage, but she was the first person. She like sat me down, she was like, you have to apply, like I know you'll get in. So she felt like the first person who like really believed in me. And also Miss Espinosa, she was the counselor that helped me throughout all this, and she's been like great, and she's always had the right advice in it.
There's a beauty, Jesus, in the way that he writes that is unparalleled. Like he can write honestly as if he has like a master's in English, and the young man doesn't even love English as much as I do, but he's an avid reader. And when you're a reader, you're a good writer, and then his writing can be like, it's varied in the way that he begins sentences, right? His vocabulary, his insight. So it's got a beauty to it. And I think they saw it. They saw the beauty in his writing, they saw a beauty in his story, and they saw beauty in him, because I think there's an interview as well. So they see that. I think that this is year 23, and he's one of the reasons why I continue to do it. You know, for kids like him. Because school can change your life for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. In your parents' lives, it changes. In your kids' lives, if you decide to have them. So, I just want to wish him the best of luck and to keep in touch with me so I can see how this all how it all comes to fruition. And that's a vocabulary word.
Since Miss France asked me to apply, I went to her with all of my questions because I knew that she was the one that would be willing to help me. The teachers that gave me recommendation letters were also a really big part in helping me. Thank you, Miss Dalva and Mr. Winter. Those recommendations, they were not easy. I really appreciate you.
When I met Katie, I knew that she had it in her to be super successful. She was top of her class, she was P-Tech, she was going to be one of the first few kids who were going to get an associate degree in computer science. She's a go-getter. She is involved in a ton of stuff in the school.
So the first application, it started around like September or August, and then it closed in November. And then there was another month after that where I had to apply to specific schools. So overall, that's like 4 months of applying.
Probably the personal essay, just because I really had to sit there with myself alone in my room and truly dig deep into my feelings. I'm not the type of person who is able to express themselves freely, so just being able to sit there in the silence, just alone with my thoughts, was probably the hardest part.
It was really stressful. Like genuinely, it was like so much that I had to do, and I wasn't expecting to have to be that responsible over so many different documents. And there's also like a lot of guidelines and rules that I never heard about, so it's definitely like a learning experience for me. Definitely, I think both the faculty and the students, I remember they had a little ceremony for me during one of the senior meetings, and it felt so overwhelming because I didn't expect that much applause coming from, both the faculty and the students. And I remember the week I got it, I was walking around and people just come up to me, my friends or people that I didn't even know that well, we would just talk, and they're like, oh my God, congrats. So definitely a really great community that just celebrates each other. I think that's really good.
I love El Paso High School. I wouldn't trade this high school experience for anything in the world. I think it's just opened my eyes and helped me see my true potential. I used to not think very much of myself, but after this I can see my accomplishments and see what you can achieve if you put your mind to something.
Just think about I think gratitude is really important. Be thankful for the people around you. Be thankful for the people who gave you this opportunity. When I was feeling down, I was tired of it. I would think, oh, no, I have so many people behind me, my parents, my friends are cheering me on. I am grateful for my teachers that I have to teach me. I think just be grateful, and you'll see the motivation will come from there.
I would say just don't give up. Follow your dreams. Anything is possible. Even if you're at your lowest and you're I really can't do this, just don't give up. Keep trying, push through, and good things will come from that.